10. Mark that down. Nothing on the next page. 3-4 with estates. Let's take a look at the board. Attacks. Thief. Okay, Thief is the only attack. Trashing. You've got Doctor. Okay, Doctor's the only trashing, but hey, it'll get the job done. Village, you've got Fishing Village and Herald. Draw, you have Journeyman. Hello, Advisor. Smithy, potentially. Wishing Well. Plus buy. Grand Market. Oh, hello, Big Engine. So, draw. Thin and draw, thin and draw. So, I got 3-4, correct? So I can't do a Doctor overpay. That's super bad. Just want to point that out. 4-3 is super, super better, which he got. Thanks, deck. So, what do you open? Well, you got to open with a Doctor, and you're not going to overpay on turn 2 with 4. That's just not something that's smart. You just cause a bad shuffle. You lose a turn's worth of pace to potentially trash one card. Which I don't know if I don't know. There may be mention of this in an article, but actually, if you open with a $3 card on turn 1, then you overpay for Doctor on turn 2 with $4. I know that the math or the conventional wisdom might tell you that there's a 1 in 6 chance your Doctor will hit that $3 card, but instead of 1 in 6, the number is actually 100%. You're actually guaranteed to hit that card. So in case you didn't know that, I want to hit 5 and get a Haggler. Haggler's going to be super, 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 super duper, super good, and I want to open with a Doctor. So what am I going to open with my Doctor to help me hit Haggler? Is it going to be Silver or Fishing Village? Well, it's just got to be Fishing Village, right? Yeah, I mean the Fishing Village is much better. Later on, I can start to draw more, and that's important. So we'll do that. Okay, so the nice thing about that is he did reveal a copper, and now he got his $2 hand. So it was a little bit unfortunate for him. His 1 in 6 chance of hitting that estate turned out to cost him maybe a turn's worth of pace, although maybe he gets a fortunate Doctor naming here. Anyway, we're not going to be overpaying for our Doctor today. Oh, look, and I get actually very lucky to hit 5 copper. Yeah, so he was he had a good chance of something like that, but he still doesn't hit 5. So I'd say we're roughly equal. It depends a lot on what I can name with my Doctor next turn. The Doctor's going to cause a shuffle, which I think I'm happy with. I would really like to be able to trash some estates with it, but we'll see. In here, we have an estate and a copper. It's very important for me to thin here, so I think I'm just going to name copper because I have a chance to trash 2 coppers. And my chance of trashing that 3rd estate is 0, since the other 2 estates are in my hand. So yeah, we have to name copper. It's just too important. Is there anything to enable precise Doctor trashing? Can you discard from your hand? The answer to that question is no. So at some point in time, we're just going to be as thin as we are, and Doctor's going to cease being useful. Advisor is not going to enable that. Oh wait, Journeyman could potentially help you. There is synergy there. Yeah. Yeah, so you can get that done. Also, if you have excess actions, Herald could potentially let you know what to name at a certain point. Okay, so I did get that 2nd copper, and I think a 2nd Fishing Village is correct here. He got Smithy on 4. That seems reasonable. Here on 5, what's it going to be? Well, it's going to be a Journeyman on the 5 because I need to get some draw. The question is, what do I haggle? There are 80,000 wonderful options of things I can haggle. Herald is super good eventually. Advisor is probably good eventually. Smithy is also fine. I mean, I could be looking to just add draw to my deck, which, I mean, with 2 Fishing Villages, that's like really good, you know? It's like super good. Yeah, I feel like that's the best card for my deck right now. Smithy. I'll have 2 Fishing Villages and 3 terminals. Yeah, I think that's the best thing. Okay. Okay, we'll get a fishing village in play. We'll have 4 haggling 3. That's just fine. Probably going to get smithy haggling fishing village. And just now we get to haggler, so he's taken all of this time to hit 5. Now he's thinner, so that's really good for him. But what do I get? Journeyman, I think. I just want to draw all the cards. At some point, I'm going to have to put a little more economy into my deck, question mark. Second haggler. Yeah, that's fine. I want draw, though. I think draw is more important. So we're going to be naming a state with our journeyman here. Maybe not. I got to think about that. I have 3 fishing villages and a haggler. That's $5 worth of non-copper economy that's in my deck. Yeah, okay, so he's thinner. That's why the second haggler is better for him, potentially. I really want to play this doctor. I'd really like to find another fishing village, actually. I will name copper with this journeyman. It seems right. Well, apparently I should have named a state. Well, I've got all 3 estates in hand, so let's go ahead and just guarantee that we can trash some coppers with the doctor, yeah? That feels pretty good, because I should be able to draw most of deck. My discard pile has 3 coppers in it, yeah? I only drew 2 cards off of that. And the haggler doesn't seem as important. I can just get the fishing village's turn. Thinning is so good right now. The 4th fishing village allows me to buy a grand market, yeah? That's super important, so we just need to thin here. So thin all of these coppers, and then we buy a fishing village. Hopefully I can draw all of my non-copper economy this turn, buy a grand market with a haggler in play. If I'm lucky, I'll even be able to thin some estates, so I'll be naming estates with my doctor this turn. So this is a good enough draw. I should be able to accomplish that. 2 journeymen in my deck. It's pretty close. He might be able to get his grand market this turn as well. So we're very close, and I'd like to know how thin he is. Ooh, he plays copper because he wants to haggle 2 grand markets. Yeah, that's pretty good for him. Okay. I could do the same thing at Province Haggling Grand Market, but I think it's better if I do Grand Market Haggling Haggler. I think that's a stronger play. So now he has an extra Grand Market in his deck and an extra Province, and I'm thinner. He has an extra copper as well. Copper, Grand Market, Province, and I instead have fishing villages and an extra journeyman and an extra smithy. He has 2 heralds. Okay, fine. I mean, herald's a really good card, don't get me wrong, but I think he didn't draw his whole deck. Wishing well. He wants to use herald as draw instead of village and terminal draw. Okay. Well, I'd like to get the estate out this turn. Okay, I can doctor now, so let's do that. If If I play the coppers, I'll have 12. That's super good, yeah. I need to do that because I can just haggle grand markets like he's been doing. And I think I'll get Herald haggling some stuff. Not short on terminal space right now. I've got these 2 extra smithies that could help me draw my deck, but I don't have the terminal space to play them. I'm playing 2 fishing villages per turn, and I'm pretty comfortably overdrawing my deck. So I think 1 fishing village and 1 wishing well is appropriate. Or the Herald can hit an action. I think I prefer a fishing village and a wishing well. Let me just pause for a moment and think. What's the payload of his deck? He had 12 last turn, and he increased by 4. He can double province this turn. Puts him up 4-1 on provinces, and he has an estate kicker. So even triple province next turn is a weak play. I mean, I'm in big trouble. If I increase the payload of my deck more, I don't think I can do that by haggling silvers and still be effective, so we're just going to go with this and hope he has a stall turn or something. I'm not really sure what I'm hoping for, but it looks like this one might just come down to first player advantage. I don't know, maybe Herald's better than Village and Draw? I don't know, Village and Draw is so good here. He has more bad things in his deck. Why would you name Curse? You just want to help your wishing well. Okay, fine. Even though it didn't matter, he had enough draw in his hand anyway. Okay. I have every card that I could possibly not want to draw already in my hand. So it just doesn't really matter what I do here, right? Okay, let's do this pro play here. Name the last card in my deck. At least I got some YOLO swag going on, yeah? So I want 3 duchies. And then I'm going to haggle some stuff. Probably not 3 heralds. Probably not 6 heralds. I don't think I want the estate, right? That puts 3 duchies puts me up to 15. Yeah, that's fine. The estate I don't think is going to be a big deal. So what do I haggle? I think I can just haggle some stuff. Let's buy a duchy. I don't want the piles getting super low, but I mean, if he gets enough hagglers into play with enough buys, he's just going to win by getting points anyway. So I can be a little dangerous here. So let's get some heralds. Let's get some wishing wells or something. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I get that much. I'll get a smithy. That's a good card. And wishing well, sure. I mean, I'm going to draw my deck next turn anyway. I should. Maybe another fishing village would have been smart. Stop playing action cards. Stop playing action cards. Stop it. Am I dead now? Yeah, I'm pretty dead. Double province here is a pretty good move for him. What are you doing? Emptying piles? Oh, yeah. That's what he's doing. Wait, what is he doing? What is he doing? He's emptying piles. Okay, good. Well, that happened. If I'd had another turn, might have been able to do okay, whatever. I'm just not going to get